everybody, and welcome back. This is going to be a quick 7-card spread for anybody who is the sun sign of Scorpio. Just going to do a quick shuffle of the deck first before I do the reading. I know it's a little messy, but I really feel like it's the best way to give them a good shuffle without ruining the cards. So this month, what I'll do is I'll go over, just like last month, each card individually. And then what I'll do is I will kind of look at what the main thing is. If I feel like there's like a main theme of the spread, I will go over that. And then I do have notes from last month's spread, and we'll see how they compare to see if there's any issues that are still ongoing, or if things are cleared up and something else is happening. I really like to compare the months as we go on to see how it pans out. Okay. Spirit, please guide us for the month of February, what Scorpio should be looking for. Now the fun part. Make sure that you can see all the cards. Okay, Scorpio, since we have all the cards in frame, to the best of my ability, let's go on with your reading. So our first card is our moon card, and this is going to be your home and inner emotional life. Okay, and here we have the Queen of Cups. So pretty much she is telling us, Scorpio, that you need to have some empathy this month. Might have some potential for some sacrifice and for some patience. And when she comes up, it's best to use your intuition on things. Okay? Our next card is going to be our Mercury card, and this is going to be your work and business life card. Okay, and here we have the 7 of Wands. And this is pretty much telling you that it's time to do something at work. There might be something that you might have to argue at work, but it's saying that you must argue with whatever it is, whether it's another coworker or client. We all have different works, but there is, a conflict that's going to happen that you must have to go through. And just keep in mind that the victory is guaranteed for you here. Okay, Scorpio? So, yeah, there might be a little bit of an argument or a fight. Obviously, don't get physical, especially if it's at work, but you might be butting heads with somebody or something. And this month, the month of February, is the time to do it, Scorpio, because you will be successful. It's pretty much what that's saying. And hopefully that will give you a more positive outcome in your work life. We're going to do our next card, which is our Venus card, which is our relationships card. And I always like to say, before I flip this card over, because a lot of people do get really worried about their relationships when this card is flipped over, especially if it doesn't mean anything good. So, excuse me, what I'm going to say here is you got to see how it fits best in your life, because this is obviously very vague, going to a wide spread of people. So this could be for you personally or a love interest, but it also could be someone that you're close to that might be experiencing this, like a close family member or friend. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I just like to let everybody know. Okay, so here we have the Lovers in reverse. And pretty much this is saying that there will be obstacles with somebody you're close with. And the obstacles are going to block your path to happiness. You know, there's potential of a lost love. Maybe someone made a bad choice and there will be conflict. So it's not a do-all, end-all situation here, Scorpio, but this is saying that there is potential that there is going to be some conflict with someone you're close to. Let's move on to our next card, which is our Sun card, which is going to be your goals for the month. Okay, and here we have the Strength in reverse. So your goal this month, Scorpio, is not to let your pride get the best of you. That you need to have some self-discipline and your willpower is needed for victory. Okay? Our next card is going to be our Mars card, and this is going to be your conflicts, challenges, and difficulties card. And here we have the Four of Swords. And this card's pretty much telling you that it is needed for you to be patient. And you're going to reflect on the importance of giving yourself space to heal. So regardless of what happened this month or last month, give yourself time and space to heal, okay, Scorpio? And our next card is going to be our Jupiter card, and this is going to be your growth and development card. And here we have the High Priestess, and she's telling you to listen to your instincts. They are right. All right, I am seeing a huge trend here, and we will discuss in 1 minute. Let me just go over this last card first, okay? Our last card is going to be our Saturn card, and this is where you're going to need restraint and control for the month of February, Scorpio. Okay, a lot of major arcana in here. Okay, so we have the Justice in reverse, and you might be feeling guilty about something, Scorpio, and possibly feeling like something isn't fair. Okay, so looking at this, it does look like there is going to be some conflicts for you this month, Scorpio. It looks like it's going to be with someone you're close to, or somebody that you're close to is going to have conflict, or it's going to be somebody at work. Not sure if there's a relatable instance where, you know, someone you work with is also very close with you on, you know, a relationship level, because that could be what that means too, is if you work with this family member or friend, that might be who you end up colliding with. But I have more than one card saying that to use your intuition. You have the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess here, you know, is listening to your instincts. You have 2 cards that are pretty much telling you that there is going to be conflict, but, you know, so, well, the one of them is saying, so the Strength card is saying you have to have self-discipline for the victory, and the Seven of Wands is saying, you know, the arguments, you know, needed to happen and you will be victorious. So as long as, you know, you keep within your goals to, you know, have your willpower and self-discipline, you know, you will be victorious there. And regardless of what happens, take some time for yourself this month. And yeah, you might be feeling guilty for something. Maybe it's about this battle that you're having or conflict that you're having with someone that you work with or someone that you're close to. Maybe you feel guilty for it. But my main thing for this month that I'm getting for you, Scorpio, is to use your intuition. You have 2 cards, and the High Priestess here is very big on using your intuition. All right, I'm going to look at the notes for last month to see if it looks like things are heading in the right direction for you, Scorpio. So last month, Scorpio, in your moon position, you had the Sun card. That was pretty much saying, you know, pleasure, success, happiness. So things were really going well here for you, where this month, you know, things are still going well. It's just saying to use your intuition, and your patience might be needed. But if you, I don't really feel like that's necessarily your home life. I feel like that's just with everything else going on. So your home life is probably still okay. is what I'm seeing here. It's just probably that there's a lot going on with everything else that, you know, you're probably going to need your patience. And in your Mercury position for last month, you had the King of Swords. So there was some issues at work, you know, that I'm looking back. So there was some sneakiness, danger from a man. Be very cautious if a man is trying to be helpful right now at work. So maybe there's this male that you're working with and things blow up. But the Seven of Swords is saying the argument must happen and you will win that argument. Good to know. But the saying to use your right mind, okay? And your intuition. So don't go crazy because I said you're going to win the fight. Just keep that in mind, okay? Let's see. Last month for your Venus card, you had the Seven of Wands. So actually, yeah, you had the Seven of Wands in this position last month. So same thing, you know, you might need to argue with somebody, but victory is guaranteed. And this month is showing that, you know, that you're going to have some obstacles and maybe someone made the wrong choice here. So just kind of keep that in mind with your relationships. I'm wondering if these are related, Scorpio. I'm kind of getting a feeling that this person that you work with is also someone you're close with on your relationship front, which is why there's so much conflict there. For your Sun card, last month you had the Devil, and the goal was not to give into temptation, anger, hate, or destruction, and that you need to forget about material things. And this month is just saying not let your pride get the best of you. So I feel like things are going in the right direction there. And last month for your Mars card, you had the Knight of Pentacles saying that you had issues with stability and security, not to reject help from somebody, that you might need to get help from somebody. And this month is just saying you need to kind of take a step back, Scorpio, and just take a breather here. That, you know, giving yourself time to be patient and reflect to heal, okay? So that's very important. And your Jupiter card last month was the Queen of Swords. So she was telling you need to learn how to properly deal with a malicious woman. So once again, this could be in these areas, you know, for last month that you're dealing with either in the workplace. I feel like the workplace is a male, but maybe that's what the Lover's card is about. Maybe you're having some obstacle there. Hopefully you learned how to properly deal with her, Scorpio. And this month, you just really need to focus on using your intuition. That's what she's telling you. And last month, actually, you had the High Priestess in your Saturn position, which kind of implied, you know, to use your intuition, because that's what that card means, but best not to be too sensitive right now. So in this month, it's saying, you know, it's pretty much telling you to, you know, you might be feeling like something isn't fair, and don't let your guilt, you know, restrain you or control you, okay? So basically my big message for this month is there is going to be some conflict and some hurdles. Just make sure you use your mind and your patience and not let your pride get the best of you, Scorpio, and to really use your intuition, because that's really what's screaming at me. You know, your intuition is going to be right. So just listen to that, okay, Scorpio? All right, so that is it for this month. Let me know what you think and if this really feels like it relates to your life at all or not. I would really like to hear from you. And stay tuned because the video for March will be coming soon.